What's going on, guys? You've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. The worst shot of my entire career, the worst miss of my entire career happens in this game. And I couldn't sleep for a few days after this game, if I'm being 100% honest. I would lie in bed and I'd be drifting off to go to sleep, and I would just replay that action in my head and see myself missing that shot. And I would just jump awake and just be kicking myself that I couldn't believe that I missed it. And yeah, it killed me. It really did. And my teammates were, kind of making fun of me and saying, "Oh, you're going to put this up on YouTube?" And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I probably should, because I put up a lot of the highlights, a lot of the goals, a lot of my great games. But it's also very important to see the lowlights and to see that not every game is a highlight reel and not every game's your best game, because I've played in hundreds of professional games in my career. And they're not all good. I've had some very, very bad games. I've had some stinkers, and I've had, as you'll see in this game, some really bad misses in important games as well. I mean, this game is against Indy 11, right next to us on the table, and a win here can separate us from them, or they can overtake us, as you guys saw the table. So, yeah, I'll put the time stamp of the goal, or I shouldn't say goal, of the missed chance of the should have been goal on the screen right now, so you guys can jump to that if you don't care about the game analysis and you just want to see me fail. But hopefully you guys stick around and watch the entire video. I always love this minute or two right before kickoff, just before the whistle's blown, and you're sitting there and you're waiting for it to start. You get this underlying excitement in you. You can feel the excitement in the stadium, but you're also calm, cool, collected. I always like to take a big, deep breath and just be ready. And I think that sense of calm comes because I've done everything in my power to prepare for the game. And one huge thing I focus on when preparing for matches is fueling my body the right way beforehand. And that's where today's video sponsor, Huel, comes in.
I've collaborated with Huel multiple times this year because they're a company I can trust as a professional athlete, and I love their products. I've probably been consuming their drinks on a weekly, if not daily basis for the past few months, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Right now, Huel are offering 15% off your order of $75 and more, and all you have to do is click the link in my description or scan the QR code right here and use code BECOME15. Huel's Black Edition powder has all the nutrients your body needs, with the right amounts of protein, healthy fats, carbs, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, all in one scoop. Plus, it only costs $2.65 a meal. It's easy to prepare, it's delicious tasting, and it fits into my meal plan as a professional footballer. Their daily greens drink has also been amazing for my daily routine. There's no mixing of powders, there's no popping pills. It's just 42 vitamins, minerals, and superfoods in delicious, refreshing, and sparkling drink. My daily life is incredibly busy as a professional athlete, father, and content creator. And honestly, I really struggle to make healthy snacks for myself in the afternoon after training. But now, thanks to Huel, in under 60 seconds, I can create a shake for myself that I know will be a healthy, nutritious snack for myself as an athlete. I'd highly recommend this to anyone out there, but especially athletes who have a busy schedule or are finding a lack of time to create healthy meals for themselves. If you want to try Huel, like I said, they're offering 15% off your order of $75 or more, and all you have to do is click the link in my description or scan this QR code and use my discount code BECOME15. That's 15% off for new customers when you spend $75 or more. Big thank you to Huel for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the every touch analysis.
All right, let's get into the game. So my team, Detroit City FC, is in the maroon. We're going to start with the ball. I am number 13, Matt Sheldon. I'm playing right wing back in this game and kind of like a back five. So I'm at the bottom of your screen right now for the maroon team. Here's my very first action in the game. Ball's going to come all the way out to me, kind of gets deflected. I'm just attacking, running forward. I want to be super aggressive in this first minute. I'm trying to take a touch on that half touch and take my touch forward so I can attack forward and try to score in the first minute. The touch gets away from me. It bounces up. I don't get the cleanest action on the ball, but I was happy. First minute, I really would want to be super aggressive, set the tone against Indy 11 here. Here's my next touch in the game. Ball bounces out to me, receiving this down with my chest. As soon as I take that touch, I'm looking up to find my striker because I want to play forward. I want to play into my striker so he can hold it up and I can run up the field. I hit this ball just with the inside of my left foot, try to pop it up to him a little bit too high. I just hit it harder than I wanted to be honest. But we end up getting a foul right here. Now Seba Guenzati has the throw in. I'm making a run in behind. As it doesn't work, I'm just checking too and receive this ball down, play it into Seba, and then check my shoulder and move into this kind of pocket of space. So I'm checking my shoulder. I know pressure's coming. I'm going in the center of the field to create a passing angle for Seba, but I'm also checking my shoulder because I know this pressure from Murphy is going to come. I know it's going to collapse really, really quick. So I start to go. I see Murphy coming in. I don't see anything really going forward. I just see a ton of blue shirts. So I'm going to cut that ball with my right foot, put my body in between Murphy, the opposing player, and the ball, and just use the outside of my foot to turn out over my right shoulder to find Lai, my midfielder, right here, and just play into Lai so he can turn and go out the opposite. Here is my next touch in the game. Shane, our center back, is going to be driving forward. Right center back drives forward, commits 2 players, lays me off the ball. He puts that with softer weight, a softer pass so I can hit this first time. Now I'm trying to hit this at the penalty spot. I don't get the best contact on it. I want to be a little bit higher up than this. I don't want to be on the ground there, but I was trying to get it cut back because as you'll see with Indy's players and especially their defensive line, they're huge. They're all like 6'4", and our strikers are not. Here's the next action in the game, getting the ball, tons of time. Atez is checking towards me, but I see Seba Guenzati in the back making that run in behind. He's 1v1 with their right center back. So I'm just going to play this ball in behind into that space. I should just hit a little bit harder. I think it would have been a little bit better, but I think that's a really good look, and I don't usually hit those passes from the right wing back, and I should look for that more because if I connect that, it's one-on-one with the goalkeeper there for Seba. Now, great little play here. Lai's going to whip in across, and here's my first bad miss of the game. And it gets worse than this. This is not the miss that I am advertising. That's just one of 3. And the second one is the worst. I tried just to get a little deflection. I was caught in between 2 minds of trying to just flick this to the near post off the side of my head or try to hit this off, like skim this off the top of my head and just go to the back post. And I went with the skim off the top of the head and it just hit way too much of my head and it bounced over. It's great defensive clearance from me, which is not what I wanted. Just got a little bit too inside here. Shane steps and I should be a little bit further back and wider. It's an easy decision for this player just to play it in behind over the top. I recognize it, but just a little bit late here. Nothing terrible comes from it, but I have to be in a little bit better position. I got a little bit lazy, was ball watching, and got attracted into the center of the field when I should just be a little bit deeper and wider there. Shane plays me out the ball once again, going 1v2 here, start to go down. Doesn't really pan out to anything, so I just kind of cut the ball back, play back into Shane, and try to establish a little bit more possession. We had like 60% of possession these first 10, 15 minutes. So a lot of it was just trying to like move the ball around, and wait for good opportunities and not try to force anything. Ball's going to come back out to me here, looking forward, played out into Kobe in the center of the field. Like I said, this little movement here, Indy's sitting back deep, and their lines of, whatever they're in, and just trying to create something. Now here, this is where I think I have a good opportunity to cross the ball, but my first touch lets me down. It's a little bit wider than I want it to, and it didn't come off how I expected it to. So it just wasn't perfect for me to whip it across there. I still think I could have, but if I had a better first touch, I need to whip that ball in because that's a good opportunity to, with that defender, Jack Blake, kind of tracking back like that. But if it's not perfect, especially with these teams sitting low, just keep moving the ball, and stuff will open up. As you can see, we started attacking down the left side. We're patient. We bring it back out into a Tez, just moving the ball really, really well here. I mean, this is a great sequence. And then as you can see, I get my second chance or third chance now. Shane drives, great touch from Shane inside to bring Aiden Quinn, that defender, inside so that now I have tons of time and tons of space out wide. I start to creep inside because I know this pass is about to come. And then once again, great weight from Shane for me to hit this first time. I don't want to loft this up because of how big their defensive line is. I try to hit this hard, low, to the near post, across the face of goal, across the 6-yard box. And Seba makes a great run and just barely gets this outside the post. It's a great run from Seba. I know every time he's in the game, he's going to make that near post run. Our strikers have really good movement in the box, so I can just kind of just pick an area. And I decided near post here, hard and low, and it's a good opportunity there. Unlucky for Seba not to get a goal here. It's a good action. But yeah, that kind of sequence that you just saw is going to be the name of the game of this entire match. It's a lot of us with the ball, moving around, being patient. Get a little fortunate here with the ball kind of squirting out to me. I don't realize that I can turn here and go forward. There's nobody over my shoulder. I'm so focused on the ball just kind of bouncing out to me. I couldn't believe I got to this, that I just play it right back to Rutsy. It's not the worst decision, but I think I can turn and just attack there if I took one more glance over my shoulder. But that ball was bouncing all over the place in order to get to me. Shane, once again with the ball, plays it out to me. I looking forward. Jack Blake's on me. I'm going to start to take my touch back because I don't really think there's anything forward. And then based off of where Malik Foster goes, this striker on Shane, this is going to determine where this pass goes. So Foster starts to cheat towards Shane, my right center back, so I can cut that pass all the way out to my center back. If Foster was inside more blocking that pass, then I would play it over to Shane, my right center back, to switch it. So that touch and where I play it to, it depends on the movement of the striker and which lane he cuts off, because he can only cut off one lane. Here is a throw in for Indy, and then off the ball, Devin Amumensa catches an elbow, and actually is going to be a straight red card here. It's actually really hard to see. I'm going to cut forward to the best angle that we have of it, but straight red card in the 30th minute. And already leading up to this point, we've had majority of possession. We've kept a lot of really, really good ball possession, moving the ball around a lot. Indy like to play like that and try to counterattack a little bit more and play a little bit more direct. We like to try to keep the ball, build the ball up. And then with them going a man down now, it's only going to get way, way more exaggerated, like 60, 70% possession for us. And again, when you have a team sitting deep like this, you don't want to just force in, turn into a transition game. You want to be very patient building the ball up. And when you find those opportunities where they haven't shifted right, or there's an opening, or you get the ball and you can quickly transition, then you go with speed and power fast. But you have to be, as a team, patient for those opportunities to open up and move the ball as fast and as sharply as you can. So straight red here. I think his angle coming up is the best angle that we have of it. Here it is right here. You can see Devin just gets it's a clear twisting elbow right to Devin's face. Overreaction. But it's a red card. I mean, if you strike a player's face, it's going to be a red card. Going to receive the ball now, looking forward. Rutsy's making a good run down the line, and Atez is popping into this pocket. I think I can play into Atez. It does close up. Jack Blake starts to come back there. This defender starts to close this into Atez, but I think I could still trust him and play him there. I play into Kobe. Again, there's nothing wrong with moving the ball around here, but I think that was a good opportunity to play Atez right in that pocket. But as you can see, moving the ball around a ton, playing into Kobe, switching it from side to side a ton. And if you keep on doing this, switching the ball, moving around, now Rutsy's in my spot, I'm higher. Shane plays it out to me. Now Rutsy makes a run in behind. There's all these little movements. This is good attacks. Now I think I can play Rutsy there. I think this is a good run. He has his defender beat. I think I can play this and wait it for him to whip this in first time. I decide to cut inside. Aiden Quinn does well to defend that. Ball bounces right out to Shane, and we continue to play, continue to build. Get the ball once again, looking, this guy is coming in on me hard. I'm going to turn out wide now and take my touch and then just put my body between this incoming striker and where the ball is. So you can see I just move my body in front of him because I see that he's really attacking or coming at me aggressively. So I'm just going to move my body inside, put my left shoulder in front of that, and I'm just going to turn out over my right shoulder. And as I do, he clips my heel and go down for a foul, and then we get a free kick in the final third right here. We play it quickly off that free kick, and again, this is just building, moving the ball. This is going to be the entire video right here. Not the most exciting game, but it's effective. Now here, as you can see, I'm going to get in a good position here. This is where I want to get across or get something. It's basically 2v2 here, and there's two guys on top of the 18 where a cutback cross is going to be better here. So I cut the ball back. This is what we've worked on in training. This is kind of what we exploited. It's a great little leave, I think that was from Lai who left the ball there. I don't know if it was who it was, but then Devin, one of our center backs, actually takes that shot on goal. But that little cutback movement with Indy's huge back line, they're so good at defending that 6-yard box. This cross is something that we highlighted in training, and that I was told to look for in this game, and it was on. So credit to the coaching staff that basically briefed us tactically for that. Now Shane with the ball plays it out to Rutsy, one of our attacking players, plays it out to me now. Lose the ball there. Good repress from Rutsy. I just have to be sharper. I wasn't like the first 20 minutes, I have some good actions, but I lost the ball too many times in this final third when I shouldn't have been losing it. Here's another action where I get the ball, start to drive forward. I can see Rutsy moving in. I see a Tez checking in, and there's this space inside. So I start to drive inside because there's so much space, looking if I can combine with a Tez or looking what I can do. I start to drive and then just play it back into Shane. Now I'm going to move inside. Rutsy's outside now, just moving a lot of parts here to try to create some sort of overload somewhere. Kobe with the ball, plays it out wide to me. 1v1 again, start to look, play right back into Kobe, and then again, just move, pass and move. 1-2 touches, pass and move. Tez does what he does, starts to drive, tries to feed somebody going through, but it doesn't work out. Rutsy now plays me out the ball. Just take my touch. Once again, start to look forward, but I'm seeing a little pocket of space here. So I start to drive inside instead of going down the line because I've driven down the line the last few times and it hasn't been working. So I'm drive inside here, try to exploit this space. And then once again, I see Jack Blake start to lunge in for the ball. I'm going to put my right shoulder, my right leg in front of Jack. So I'm in between him and the ball. So the only way he can get to the ball is through me and to create a foul for us. So another free kick in the attacking third for us. Driving forward, I'm just kind of in this back post area. I'm going to receive the ball. I already know Rutsy's yelling at me. I know he's over here. I'm going to just receive the ball, turn, play it out to him for him to either cross or shoot this first time. So I'm going to weight this correctly and not fizz it into him here just for this. So he can either fizz that ball across the 6 or have a shot. And now we end up getting a corner kick. So, we're almost at the half. This was kind of the entire half. It wasn't the best from us. We had so much possession, but in terms of the actual output on goal, it wasn't great. The second half gets a lot better. There's a little long ball from Dev. Last few minutes of the game, just can't get on the end of it. Bouncing turf here, and then the referee blows the whistle for halftime. So like I said, it's positive. It's 0-0. We're up a man. We've had majority of the possession, but these games are tough. When you go down a man like that and you get this team that just sits in their 18-yard box and is looking to counter, it's actually, you think that the team that has a man up should always win. It should always be easy. But the team with the man up starts to get, complacent or cocky or too confident. They start to leave, one man back, two men back, whatever, and then one counter attack, and then Indy 11's up 1-0, and all of a sudden it's a completely different game. So we're talking about this at halftime, how to go about this to be safe in the back, but keep on attacking and keep moving the ball and keep trying to find these chances because a goal will come. Here are the halftime stats. 78% possession to their 22%. But again, the main stat that matters is the shots on target and the goals. It's 2 shots on target for us to their 1 shot. So even though we're dominating possession and it just seems like we have so much of the ball and it's almost an easier game, especially being up a man, we've only gotten 2 shots on target. And that's like what our whole halftime talk was about, that we need to do better in that final third, either being a little bit more clinical or going faster in our transitions or something to increase that stat because, it's not great, especially being up a man for a while in the first half. So here is the start of the second half. Indy 11 is going to start with the ball. And again, keep in mind that is the goal for the second half. Still maintaining majority possession, but being safe in the back, always having a numbers advantage in the back so we don't get countered, and then going forward to try to create more quality shots on target. So here's the kickoff from Indy, playing the ball and give it up almost immediately, but it ends up being a handball. So ball goes right back to Indy right here. Here's my first action in the second half. Michael Bryant with the ball, plays it out wide to me. I got some time and space, but Jack Blake's kind of cutting off that line, so I'm going to take my touch inside. And then I have Kobe Hernandez-Foster right here in the center of the field, wide open. So I'm just going to play it right into him, yell at him time, into turn, and then he comes out to this opposite side here. Ball comes all the way out to Tez, and then Tez starts to go 1v1 there. Now Devin with the ball, tons of time. You can see how deep Indy's sitting in the second half, receiving the ball once again, looking forward. There is movement out wide to this line here. I decide against it because I don't think it's kind of more of a decoy run. And instead, I'm just going to cut the ball back inside and once again find Kobe, who's checking towards the ball with a little bit pocket of space right there. I'm just going to play the ball into Kobe and then continue my movement a lot of movement you'll see off ball here. So I'm going to kind of run inside, and now Lai's outside, and now I'm in the box, comes back to Kobe. And now right here, this is a great amount of people we have in the box. We have 4 people making runs in the box. It's a good opportunity to cross the ball. And I'm one of them. I'm in this white circle here. I'm just trying to get a little touch on the ball. I don't get any touch. It goes right over my head. It goes off Darren's back, and we almost get a goal there pretty early in the second half. So it's a good start, really good start from us. The movement, the energy coming out, it's really good. See, it's just over my head. Darren just flicks it on. It's a good save from the Indy goalkeeper here. Here's another save from him as well, just before that play. Now, ball comes out to Kobe. I got tons of time now. Indy's really condensed over on this near side. I'm calling for the ball. I already know I have tons of time and space to take my touch forward. Kobe's going to play me out this pass. I'm going to receive this, take my touch forward, start to drive forward. Tons of time. As I start to look forward, I'm not seeing too many good options to force anything. So I don't want to just give the ball away or try to just jam the ball in the center of the field. I'm just going to cut the ball back, play it into Michael Bryant, and then just continue to get high and wide here. And just, as you can see, now moving the ball. Now I receive it a little bit farther up, and now I have Lai outside, and we can move the ball and create in their half a little bit better here just from moving the ball around. There's nothing crazy, but 2-3 passes, and now we have the ball outside their 18-yard box, and I'm running into their 18. And again, another good action, another corner kick for us. It's a good start. Tez with the ball, plays it back to Devin. Devin looks forward, plays it back to Tez. This is a great little sequence here. Tez drives forward, 1v1. He's the fastest man, quickest man I've ever seen. And a great sequence there. Unlucky for Indy. It bounces off one of the center backs, I think chest or knee or something. But Tez going 1v1 with how quick he is and dynamic he is, he creates stuff like that all the time, whether that's for us or bouncing off another opposing player or something. He's very dynamic, as you can see. Little step over, pushes the ball around him, drives forward, and then just clips the ball in looking for Lai. And it ends up finding a center back of Indy 11. And he can't do anything about that. The ball fizzes into him. He's in the right spot, does everything right. Just that's what sucks about being a center back sometimes. Sometimes you get own goals, and it's not your fault. It's just unlucky. So lucky for us, though. So that puts us up 1-0. This kind of relieves a lot of the pressure for us because now that we're up 1-0, Indy has to come out and start applying a little bit more pressure, as you're seeing. Now, Indy's starting to high press us a little bit more, and we're going to have to start building out. So Michael Bryant with the ball. I'm checking down the line hard and aggressive because he's got a lot of pressure here. I'm going to receive this ball, start to turn forward. I actually have Kobe in a easy pocket of space here that I could play into him. I'm so focused on this pressure coming from my left shoulder and to spin back out of it that I don't even really see him. I just play it back into Michael Bryant. Then Michael Bryant chips it back into me. It's starting to get really tight over here. I'm just going to clip this ball, trying to find Darren Smith or one of our strikers up there, because now it's getting really condensed. We've brought in a lot of the pressure, and now you want to bypass that because you know there's going to be space up here. And it works out great, comes right into Darren, and then we almost create a little counterattack right there. Now we got the ball on this near side into Kobe, and tons of space out on this far side. I'm going to receive this ball down, look forward, and then here I see tons of red shirts in the box, and when I see that, I want to give them a chance. So I'm just going to clip a ball in here. It's not even really a whip, like curling cross at all. I just kind of more of just ping it, just lace it with the laces. I think that's a great ball right across the 6-yard box, right where I wanted it. And just again, Indy's got a really, really big line, so it's going to be difficult for that to work out. But Guinzotti, Seba's in a really good spot. Just going to keep on hitting those types of crosses in, and one time the Indy back line is going to mess up. Now, this is a great run from Lai. I think I can play this here. I didn't see this in the game, if I'm being 100% honest. Just didn't see it. Cut inside and play it backwards. No harm there, but it's just good to see this back when I'm watching this to be like, oh yeah, look for that next time. Look for Lai making that run off the shoulder next time, because that's a great run from him, and I should reward that. Receiving the ball here, looking forward. You can see Lai up above, just telling me to play it backwards. Indy's really, really set here. I'm just seeing blue shirts in the middle and in front of me, so this is just a clear sign. Play it back. recycle the ball, move the ball, and see if we can get into a numerical advantage somewhere else on the field. Or maybe we swing it back, and then we get the advantage back on my side. Once again, Michael Bryant being pressed deep in our own third, played into Carlos. Carlos plays it out to Dev. Dev plays it out to me. Once again, I think that, in this area with how high and how condensed Indy is here, I think the right decision is to play this forward. Bypass them, try to find Seba, try to find Darren, try to find Lai, somebody up top. I think that's a good ball into Seba, and Seba does really well just to maintain that ball and earn a foul for us. So we kind of break that pressure once again. Ball out to Michael Bryant. He's going to play the ball all the way out wide to me. Tons of time to look forward. I start to drive forward, 1v1, try to use my pace to get around. I think that's Jack Blake out there. And I do create a little bit of space, and then here I just want to whip this ball as hard as I can, dip this into the 6-yard box if I can, and I just completely mishit it. It was so bad. The announcer thought there was a deflection, and when I was watching this back, I was like, no, there's no deflection there. I just completely mishit it. But it's okay. I mean, I think that action's good. I was happy with the aggressiveness going forward. I think that was the right move, the right decision. Just can't mishit it there. Receiving the ball here, once again, I decided to bypass because it's been working the last few times. I've been finding Darren or Seba in really good pockets of space, but Ryan Williams is so wide open. Looking back, being 1-0 up, man up advantage, 80th minute of the game, do I want to play Ryan Williams on the corner of the 18-yard box? I think he's open enough that I can, but that's not the first pass I'm going to be looking for in this situation. But just good to note that it's open, and to see that. Now, I received the ball out wide. A lot of pressure's coming. It's really far away, so I had to magnify a little bit. Just choose to do a one-time pass back to my center back, because if I took a touch here, I was going to get crunched, or I was going to close up or whatever. But we swing the ball out. Comes back over to this right-hand side, back into Michael Bryant. Out wide. I receive the ball now, starting to drive forward. Drive inside this time. Now I play into my center mid, and as I do, I'm going to play into my center mid. I'm just going to continue my run just directly to goal. This is a really, really good third man movement. Great sequence, great combination right into Jay. Jay's going to just lay this right off to me. I'm continuing my run aggressively in between all of these Indy 11 players, because I see this huge gap, this huge space between the Indy 11 center backs. I take a great first touch, and then I just completely mishit the ball and hit the post and go over. I couldn't believe it. It was the worst miss of my career. I literally, as soon as I got in this situation, I'm like, oh, goal. Take a great touch, good attack. And then my whole thought process here, I should have just gone for that far post. Just open up the hips, just slaughter this to the far post. But all I was thinking was like, don't hesitate. Just hit this hard, close the hips, go to the near post and high, and just catch him off guard and score and celebrate. I was already celebrating it right here in my head. And I just don't stay over the ball. I'm leaning back. I mishit it, and I miss it. So, I mean, that's it. I mean, I really don't have much else to say about it. It just was a terrible, terrible miss. I mean, I should have scored that. I really don't know what to say. It just sucks. But again, it's just like, okay, it's fine. Just try to make up for it. Don't do anything stupid, but try to get another opportunity. And here, just attacking and trying to be aggressive. But looking forward, I'm seeing 4 Indy 11 players. I'm just going to cut the ball back because I don't want to force it here. And this is where you don't want to compound your mistakes. If you make a mistake, you want to be aggressive and you want to try to make up for it, but you don't want to do anything stupid or try anything reckless in order to be like, oh, I need to make up for missing that. So I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to try to go 1v4 there. I'm not going to try to take 30-yard shots or anything. I'm just going to play my game, be aggressive, because everybody misses shots. And it just happened that it was my day. Now, ball comes out to me, little mistouch here, but I get fortunate. The ball bounces pretty high up for me, so I just attack this. I think I can get here before the Indy 11 player, so I just jump on it, jump forward, take my touch, and then just start to drive. And then as I look forward, I start to see where Darren is. I see that he's really well marked 1v1 in the box. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, go attack this defender, dip your shoulder, get the ball on your right foot, and shoot. Try to make up, try to score this so nobody can see that miss. And I think that's a great action, and I missed the post by just, I don't know, a few feet, a yard. Just frustrating. And I don't think that this is not a bad miss. I think this is a great, really good sequence. I'm really happy with it. It's a yard, maybe a yard wide. So 3 misses in this game. And my teammates were like, bro, you could have had a hat trick this game. And I could have. But, You're not going to score every shot that you take. And honestly, I'm looking in at this and I'm just more happy for the fact that I've created these opportunities and my teammates have created these opportunities for me more so than being mad about the miss. Now I can say that a few weeks later. There I'm just clearing out the ball. There's really nothing to it. But yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with how I'm playing. And again, I want to be process oriented and not results oriented. I should be focused on the process of setting up those goals, the process of how I played this game, the process of how everything's going has been great. And even though the result for me individually wasn't good because I could have scored multiple goals this game, the result was good for us as a team. But for me individually, it was very frustrating. I don't want to dwell on the results because if I keep on playing like this and I keep on setting up myself or getting set up by my teammates to get 3 opportunities on goal in a game, if I keep doing that, I'll have more games where I score than where I don't. So that's where I kind of like have ended this a few weeks later and come to it. It still took me a week to really get this out of my head and stop, having this play over and over again in my brain as I'm trying to fall asleep. But that's part of the deal about being a footballer. You got good days, you got bad days, you get good breaks, you get bad breaks. And this is one of those games where I did not get the breaks that I needed and I did not put the ball away when it was needed. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Hope you enjoyed the game analysis video. I hope you enjoyed me putting myself out there and probably going to get ridiculed online for missing that game and match fixing allegations or whatever it is. But yeah, thank you.